everybody, this is Nosfctech. In my last video I showed you this knife, which is also from Sweden. It's a Mora knife. Go check the video, I will put a link up there. But today we're not gonna talk about this one. We're going to talk about the Bahco knives, or Bahco. I don't know if I pronounce it good. Forgive me if I don't. These are very good knives, both of them. They're made in Sweden. They're really affordable, and they have a lot of good, really good things to talk about them. Now, let's get to it. Okay, starting with the fixed blade. You can see here, this is the sheath. It has quick take on and off from your belt, so that's good. You don't need to take your belt off just to take the sheath out of your belt. But when you put it on your belt, it stays on. You can see here, I've tested when I pull the knife out of the sheath while I have it in the belt. Even if I just put it like this and I don't put my thumb in this position it has here, so you take it off easier, it's still the sheath stays on your belt, so there is no issue with that. It has a draining hole, as it should have, because I believe this is a hunting but more fishing knife, I could say. And you just need to have a draining hole for the water to come out. You can see blade stays on pretty okay. If I start wiggling really hard, maybe it will get out, but if I just wiggled around with normal use, it doesn't go out easily. So I believe Bahco or Bahco, I don't know how to pronounce it well. It's a town in Sweden which makes knives there, and this is the actual blade. You can see the handle is quite on the large side. It's really nice handle to hold. Even if you do the hardest job, this handle will not make you feel uncomfortable in your hands. It has some type of sleeve on it. It's a little bit, only just a little bit rubber. It's not like the really rubbery ones which all the dirt goes on and it looks like shit when your hands are dirty, but it can lock in your hands, has considerable amount of traction, and it's really comfortable to hold, as you can see here. And it does not have the downsides of a rubbery handle. The blade, you can see here, is not very big, just like in most of the Bahco knives or Mora knives, I could say. It says stainless steel. It was really affordable knife. I bought it for less than 10 euros, so it's really good price for a knife of this kind. It came to me razor sharp, only in this back portion was a little bit less sharp than the top one. The top one was just touching my hair and it cut right through it. It just popped them out. It was razor sharp like a straight edge. But back here I just touch it up a little bit because they're, you know, all this type of knives which are a little bit cheaper. They don't have the best machining. You can see that. Maybe you don't, I'm not really sure. On the top of the blade, you can see some machining process that has not been done excellent, but at least it keeps the cost down of the blade. This is similar to the Mora knives. As I said in the other video review about the Mora knife, with a file and 10 minutes you can fix it up. If you don't like it and you have problem with it, you can fix it and it will look like it was never like this. So it's not a big deal. As I said before, the blade is razor sharp. I've skinned an animal with it, so the edge retention was excellent, especially for the money you buy this knife. I have really nothing bad to say about it. Okay, let's put it inside. Okay, now let's talk about the folding. This is the folding blade I have from Bahco or Bahco. I don't know how I pronounce it good. Has a nice hole. Even with gloves you can deploy it easily. You can see it's half serrated. It's very good for cutting rope, and the front part of the blade is just plain edge, which I touched up a little bit and came razor sharp. It became razor sharp. It came with a utility edge. This has similar type of rubberish looking feel. It's not rubber, so if your hands are dirty, this will not start looking like shit. It's just like the same material that they used in this handle, and just use it here also. I believe this is just aluminium over molding or something. I'm not really sure, but it's not solid aluminium, because if it was solid aluminium this will be really heavy. But to tell you the truth, this blade is light as a feather. You can see the locking here. I'm not kidding, this knife is light as a feather. I totally recommend it. It was a little bit more expensive than this knife, maybe 5 euros more or something. Has very good lockup. I've tested it out. I try stab things with it. I hit it, so I will see if the lock will close. It didn't, so it's a very solid knife. I believe the inside part is some type of hardened polymer plastic. I don't really know, because it's really light. This is no way the handle is made from metal. I believe it's some type of plastic molded with metal. I am not really sure, but it just feels excellent. The balance point is somewhere around here, you can see here. So it's not a heavy knife, believe me. Unfortunately it has only a tip down carry. You cannot switch it. It has a hole to pass a loop or paracord. I think it's a little bit small for paracord, but anyway. The pivot screw, as you can see here, it can be adjusted with an Allen wrench, so that's really good about this knife. It's really smooth. I recommend it 100%, as I said before, for everyday carry. I was carrying for a long time. I didn't even knew I had it on me until I needed it. It was that light. It has excellent jumping. If you've seen Advance's video, he's crazy about champing on the blades. This champing is excellent. Back here on the lock, the champing is a little bit smoother. It's still good, but a little bit smoother. But on the front, it's just excellent. It locks in your hand. And it also has this type of choil here, so your finger will go inside and will not slip easily. As you can see, the handle is not very big. My hands are kind of on the large side, but the handle is not really big. And the knife is generally not really big, but for the size and the weight is 100% excellent for everyday carry. I said it a million times, I will say it even more. One more look on these two beautiful knives. I recommend them 100% for any type of job, fishing, utility using, anything. And their price is just excellent. Thanks for watching. This is Nosfctech. I really appreciate that you subscribe on the channel. It keeps me going. Please rate and we'll be in touch. This is Nosfctech out.